I'm Tiffany. I am the owner of Tinked Tattoos, located inside Palette Collective. I started tattooing roughly 5 years ago. I started with a traditional apprenticeship at a tattoo shop, and at the same time I decided I'm also a teacher, so knowledge is everything for me. And I didn't feel like through my apprenticeship I was getting quite enough knowledge and understanding of things, so I went ahead and purchased an online program called Tattooing 101, and I've worked very closely with the lead teachers there, which are all over the world. From there I moved shops, a couple different shops, one in Casa Grande, one in Mesa, and this past January I decided to break out on my own. I get asked quite often why I got into tattooing, and the love of art has always been there. I was actually told when I was in high school I should be a tattoo artist, but I was like, no, that's not a reputable career. And when I started having my sleeve worked on, the tattoo artists that I had working on my sleeve knew that I painted and pushed me, explaining that the needles in tattooing are very similar to the paintbrushes when you paint. And every time I came in to get my sleeve worked on, they would ask, have you gotten your tattoo machine yet? And I was like, fine, I'll buy a stupid machine and try it. And interestingly enough, prior to tattooing, I didn't really draw. I just painted. I put things down on canvas, blocked things out. So you're still working with shapes, but you're not drawing. When I started tattooing, I had to really work on the drawing aspect of it, and it's actually enhanced my ability to paint now as well. But some of the biggest lessons is to really, relationships with clients are everything. Making sure our clients are comfortable, they feel safe, and able to talk about anything they want to talk about. That's huge. The other piece is that I really learned at the very beginning was you have to pay attention to what the client's skin is saying. And that sounds funny because it doesn't talk, but everybody's skin is different, and our skin is our largest organ on our body. And some people's skin swells super quick, and so you can't be in a tattoo for super long with them, so they need things spaced out more. And then there's some people that can sit for hours upon hours and it doesn't matter, but they'll swell the next 2 days. And so you have to be able to chat with your clients, see their history, and if they haven't had a tattoo, you really have to take it slow. I'm really big about explaining the process, but that's kind of natural for me. What I love most about tattooing is working with my clients and being able to bring their vision to life of a special meaning tattoo, a custom tattoo. I have lots of flash tattoos for people to pick from, but my heart really goes into those custom pieces and helping the client really bring meaning into some art that's going to be on their body forever. Having my own space allowed me to create the environment I wanted for my clients, that also represented who I am and my creativity. It's, as far as the artwork goes, I've had pretty free reign of throughout my career. I've had free reign of what I want to do and how I want to do it. The biggest change was that environment, that space, and being able to customize things specifically for my clients. The environment of Palette Collective is incredibly welcoming and heartwarming. All of the different owners here seem to be in it for the same thing, making our clients happy, and I love that collaborative piece. I was really worried when I broke out on my own and went into a small studio space without other artists that I was going to miss that creative fun that happens when you're with other artists. But within Palette Collective, there's so many different types of creativity that are happening that you can get inspiration even from the hairstylist that's next door. So the other thing that I found is the other tattoo artists within Palette Collective are super welcoming and willing to collaborate and support each other, which is amazing because you don't always see that with tattoo artists. I was scared out of my mind breaking out on my own. Am I going to be able to pay my bills? Or am I going to have to pull away from my family? Take the plunge, do it. You won't regret it. You're going to love it as long as you're putting the work in. I have a goal by next January to upgrade to a larger suite and bring on 1 to 2 more artists. And my long-term goal is to open a physical street shop for tattooing that also incorporates a physical tattoo school, because there are only 2 in the United States, and giving some standardized education on sanitation processes and everything that goes into working with people's skin, to include multiple types of apprenticeships for the people that are going to be training with me. I'm starting to push into working with realism. One of the tattoo artists here have been like, why haven't you already started that? And it's realism, super intimidating, but I'm excited. I've got some coursework to do with it. I've got multiple mentors willing to work with me and really get me honed in on this skill. And then one of the services I just started offering are blindfold tattoos. So people get to tell me 3 to 4 things that they would like incorporated into their tattoo, and I can use one or all of the ideas. They go blindfolded, and there's a big reveal at the end. And it's not for the person that overthinks their artwork and their tattoos, but for the person that wants to be spontaneous and just loves art, it works amazing. People can find me. I'm on social media. I've got Instagram, Tinked Tattoos. I've got Facebook. I've got Threads. I have Lemon8. But if you really want to book, if you go to tinkedtattoos.com, you'll be able to see portfolio work, monthly flash sales, and the links to book your appointments.